comedy, music, murder. Hey all you arty people, thanks for tuning in. I'm Doug and I'm here outside the Bristol Old Vic for Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. I can't wait to see this one. It's gonna be funny, it's gonna be musical, and it's gonna be a little wild. I don't quite know what to expect. Stay tuned, I'm going in a few minutes. I'll come out, I'll tell you what I think and whether you should see it or not. Stick with it, this is gonna be great. So I just come out of Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder, and I just want to read a quote from the lady who was 2 seats down from me when the curtain dropped for the first act. Oh fuck, this is good. And that pretty much sums it up. It was fun, it was exciting, it was funny, it touched on really important and deep things, but in a comedic and humorous way, which I found really engaging. I also just wanted to talk a little about some of the key points. Was it dealt with kind of the anxiety of the modern age, the internet, how all those things play out, and it did it in song and dance and the chemistry between Bronte, Barbe, and Rebekah Hinds, who were Kathy and Stella. It's absolutely fantastic. They really gelled as a cast, and they used a small ensemble to do a lot of different things in a very smooth way. It was really impressive. The staging was great, the sets were great, it was big, it was loud and colorful. This one's a definite 5 stars. And if you're, into musical theater and kind of quirky things and want to be more yourself and embrace the weird, I definitely would say come see Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. I think how I would describe it was morbid, over the top, laugh out loud funny. And I will say I found myself tapping my feet in time to the music at times. It was very catchy. It's got a lot of different genres thrown in there, but it seems cohesive. The band is really crisp. I noticed a few times in a good way how quality the musicians were and how good the chemistry was between the actors on stage and the musicians on the side who were playing off their every move. If there was one thing that I would be, I guess, critical of, the second act didn't completely match to the first. I thought the vibe changed pretty significantly, and that's fairly common for musical theater, but the kind of arc of it I didn't think was completely seamless. So it was played out really well, but like so many musical theater productions, all of the oomph, all of that push to get people engaged was in the first half, and then it felt like the second half was kind of just like, oh, we gotta tell this story, we gotta close it out somehow, which was, ironic considering some of it was about how you can't close things. You have to get over the fact that they're talking about some heavy issues about anxiety and kind of internet stalking and the vulnerability of women in this world. And they use murder as an entry point to talk about a lot of those things, which is really beautifully done. Overall, really fun show. If you haven't checked out the Keep Art website in a while, please do go check it out. We've got some fantastic new merch on there, so that if you want to get some early Christmas gifts for those arty friends, I definitely would recommend the Keep Art gear. So I'm Doug. This has been my review of the Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder show at the Bristol Old Vic, which is on from now until 30th of September. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, please click that subscribe. It means the world to us. I'll catch you next time. Thanks, and stay arty, people.